Manchester United learned new Mathys Tel transfer twist as medical passed after £63 million deal. Bayern Munich striker Mathys Tel has been linked with Manchester United, Tottenham, Chelsea and Arsenal in the January transfer window. Aston Villa have reportedly joined the list of clubs interested in Manchester United-linked Mathys Tel. The Bayern Munich striker has been linked with a move away from Bavaria in January due to a lack of playing time at the Bundesliga club this season. Bayern boss Vincent Kompany has opted to stick with former Tottenham striker Harry Kane for the majority of their games in 2024/25. Reports on Wednesday have claimed that United are interested in signing the Frenchman before the end of the window, but face competition from Spurs, Chelsea and Arsenal. It is said that Tel could leave on loan, which would suit the Reds, who are restricted by their PSR position. But it is now being reported by Italian journalist Fabrizio Romano that there is interest from Villa Park. It comes as Villains striker John Duran looks set to leave the Birmingham-based club for Al Nassr this month, and with uncertainty over Ollie Watkins' future after Arsenal bid for the England international. The Athletic are reporting that Duran has passed a medical ahead of a £63 million move to Saudi Arabia. One more club has called today for Mathys Tel. Aston Villa have also asked for deal conditions, he said on X, formerly known as Twitter. John Duran leaves to join Al Nassr, and Villa are in the market for new striker, with contact made for Tel as a Fabris Hawkins reports. There are currently 7 clubs involved. United have Joshua Zirkzee and Rasmus Højlund as their 2 strikers, but neither have fully convinced since arriving at Old Trafford. The pair have scored just 11 goals between them in all competitions so far this season. Tel, meanwhile, has failed to net a single goal in 14 appearances and has registered just 1 assist. However, the 19-year-old has been used sparingly by Kompany, and United will hope he can discover his goal-scoring touch with regular game time. In a dramatic turn of events, Manchester United has completed a £63 million deal for the highly coveted young talent, Mathys Tel. The French forward, who has been making waves with his blistering pace and clinical finishing, was the subject of heated competition among Europe's top clubs. Following a successful medical examination in the early hours of Wednesday morning, the 19-year-old is now set to join Erik ten Hag's squad for the upcoming season. However, in a surprising twist, new details about the deal have emerged. Tel, who was initially reported to have joined on a straightforward transfer, will also bring a wealth of potential add-ons to the table, making this transfer a longer-term investment for the club. From a financial standpoint, this move represents a significant gamble for Manchester United, given the size of the investment. However, the club is banking on Tel's potential to be a future star in world football. His versatility, playing across the front line, provides Ten Hag with tactical flexibility. The deal has already drawn comparisons to other big-money signings in recent years, but the key difference is Tel's age and the long-term strategy behind the transfer. United is clearly looking at a player who could become the cornerstone of their attack for many years, rather than an immediate fix. While Tel has already demonstrated his capabilities in League One, the Premier League represents a much tougher challenge. His transition to English football will be closely monitored, and United fans are eager to see if Tel can replicate his form in the Premier League's higher intensity. There's also the question of how quickly Tel will adapt to life at one of the world's most high-pressure clubs. As the transfer saga continues, the question remains, can he live up to the massive expectations that come with being one of the most expensive signings in United's recent history? Manchester United versus Rangers live score and goal updates as De Ligt goal disallowed and Ahmad goes close. Manchester United will be eyeing a return to winning ways when they welcome Rangers to Old Trafford in the Europa League this evening, with the game kicking off at 8 p.m. After a challenging start to the new year, the Red Devils will look to their European campaign for a much-needed boost. United's last competitive clash with Rangers came back in 2010, but a lot has changed since then. The current Manchester United squad, although struggling domestically, will be determined to bounce back on the European stage. The team's morale has taken a hit after a disappointing 3-1 loss at home to Brighton and Hove Albion on Sunday, marking their 5th defeat in their last 8 matches. That result compounded a worrying trend at Old Trafford, where United have now lost 4 of their last 5 games at home. However, with their attention now firmly fixed on the Europa League, Erik ten Hag and his players will be hoping to put their domestic woes behind them and focus on securing progress to the round of 16. United are unbeaten in the competition so far this season, having won 3 and drawn 3 of their 6 group stage fixtures. Their strong showing in Europe has provided some solace in what has otherwise been a turbulent campaign. Ruben Amorim's Rangers side will present a tough challenge for the Red Devils. Currently sitting in 7th place in the table, Rangers are just 1 point ahead of Manchester United. With the top 8 teams in the group automatically progressing to the knockout stages, tonight's game holds significant weight for both teams. Rangers, who have been inconsistent in their domestic form, will be eager to avoid the 2-legged playoff round that would follow a finish between 9th and 24th place in the group. United's lack of consistency in recent weeks has been a cause for concern. The pressure is mounting on manager Erik ten Hag, but his experience in Europe could be just what the team needs to get back on track. The Dutchman has repeatedly emphasized the importance of staying focused and building on the positives from their European performances. In contrast, Rangers come into this fixture with a point to prove. Amorim has built a resilient squad, and despite their recent inconsistencies in Scotland, the prospect of securing a place in the last 16 of the Europa League would offer a major boost to their confidence. United will need to regain the clinical edge that has eluded them in recent weeks. With players like Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, and Casemiro stepping up when needed, United will rely heavily on their experienced core to guide them through this pivotal fixture. For Rangers, their hopes will rest on the shoulders of key players such as James Tavernier and Antonio Colak, who have been instrumental in their European campaign so far. Amorim will look to set up his side to frustrate United's attack while exploiting any defensive vulnerabilities the hosts might show. Manchester United held their final training session at Carrington today, as they geared up for an exciting Premier League clash against Brighton at Old Trafford. The squad was in high spirits, full of confidence and ready for the challenge ahead. Manager Ruben Amorim has selected what he believes is the strongest team to face Brighton, and all eyes are on the players to maintain their strong form. One of the most talked about moments from the session was the appearance of 17-year-old defender Diego Leon. This was the first time Leon had been seen training with the senior squad, and his presence excited both teammates and coaching staff. Having recently signed with Manchester United, the young defender is already being hailed as a promising addition to the team's defensive lineup. Leon's talent has already been evident in his performances at the youth level, and it's clear that his potential has not gone unnoticed. Known for his agility, sharp tactical awareness, and ability to read the game, Leon could become an important player for United as they continue to strengthen their defense. During the training session, Leon looked comfortable, interacting well with his new teammates and the coaching staff. It was clear that he was settling in quickly at his new club, showing great promise for the future. The young defender's technical skills were also on display. His excellent positioning, ability to make key interceptions, and understanding of the game drew praise from those watching. Though he still has a lot to learn, it's evident that Leon has the potential to become a key player for United in the future. The fact that he was involved in the final training session of the week suggests that Amorim is keen on giving him opportunities with the first team. While it remains to be seen whether Leon will be included in the matchday squad for the Brighton game, the mere fact that he is being integrated into the senior squad speaks volumes about his future at the club. Fans are eager to see if he will make his debut soon, with many hoping that his presence will bolster United's defense for the remainder of the season. Aside from Leon's exciting training session, the rest of the squad also seemed focused and motivated. Amorim has a solid plan in place for the match against Brighton, and the players are working hard under his guidance. United has been building momentum in recent weeks, and there is a growing sense of confidence within the squad. Meanwhile, Alejandro Garnacho, who has struggled for consistency under Amorim's management, is working hard to adapt to his new role. The Argentine winger has only started 5 of Amorim's matches and has yet to find his best form. Amorim has praised Garnacho's ability, but emphasized the need for him to improve his positioning and role within the team's tactical setup. Garnacho has shown great promise in the past, and Amorim believes he can still thrive if he adjusts to his new responsibilities. Despite his struggles, Garnacho has the full backing of his manager, and Amorim is confident that, with time, he will become a more complete player. This period of adaptation could be key to Garnacho's future at Manchester United, and fans are hopeful that he will soon rediscover his form. In other team news, Ruben Amorim's tactical decisions continue to be a major talking point. His ability to get the best out of his players has been evident in recent matches, including key victories over Manchester City and Liverpool, as well as a successful FA Cup qualification after a dramatic penalty shootout victory over Arsenal. One of the standout moments in the Arsenal match was the performance of Toby Clear, who made an immediate impact after being substituted in the second half. His energy, defensive work, and aggressive tackles caught the attention of the coaching staff, and Amorim is keen to see more from the young player in the coming weeks. As Manchester United prepares for the upcoming match against Brighton, the squad is buzzing with optimism. With new talent like Diego Leon being integrated into the team and players like Garnacho and Clear continuing to grow under Amorim's leadership, United fans have plenty to look forward to as they aim to continue their strong performances and build on their positive momentum.